Tensions in West Asia continue to rise further. Reports emerging from the United States suggest that Israel may be gearing up for a strike on Iranian nuclear infrastructure. So while Washington continues down the diplomatic path with Tehran, Tel Aviv right now appears to be exploring a very different course. According to a CNN report, Israel has ramped up activities that resemble preparations for a military operation targeting Iran's nuclear capabilities. And these developments emerge at a time when the Trump administration is aiming to close a nuclear deal with Tehran that's over its nuclear program. The report further claims that these moves by Israel may not only affect Washington and Tehran's diplomatic channels, but might also ignite a broader regional conflict across West Asia. The report claims although Israeli leadership has not made a final call, uncertainty clouds the situation. Some U.S. officials believe internal divisions in Israel could still restrain military action against Iran, while others believe the odds of an Israeli airstrike have surged majorly in recent months. Potential Israeli strikes reportedly depend on the outcomes of the nuclear talks between Washington and Tehran. If Tel Aviv concludes that Washington's deal will not fully eliminate Iran's nuclear potential, then Israel could take matters into its own hands. American surveillance has reportedly picked up Israeli military movements and intercepted communications, fueling that belief that plans for a strike are under serious consideration in Israel. Reports note that the transfer of aerial munitions and the conclusion of a major air exercise as indicators of offensive military planning. Last month, on the directions of the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, the Israeli Air Force conducted drills rehearsing for another round of Iranian missile attacks on Israeli air bases. The CNN report further states that all these steps by Israel might still be a bluff designed to perhaps rattle Iran into compliance without actually pulling the trigger. U.S. President Donald Trump has made it very clear that he is willing to use force if diplomacy fails. He has previously warned Tehran of military consequences should it defy U.S. efforts to reach a nuclear accord. According to the report, Israel does not have the capacity to destroy Iran's nuclear sites or nuclear program without American help. And that includes mid-air refueling and bombs that could penetrate Iranian nuclear facilities lying deep underground. Prior U.S. intelligence assessment indicated that Israel could use either military aircraft or long-range missiles to strike Iran's nuclear sites. However, these assessments concluded the strikes will have little to negligible impact. Incidentally, in April, the New York Times also reported that Israel planned to strike Iranian nuclear sites as soon as May, but that plan was thwarted by Trump, who opted in favor of negotiating a deal with Tehran.